guys, I wanted to give you an update. You may have noticed that I pulled my last video that I did, and I kind of want to explain in this video kind of why I did that. So my last video I talked about how I found the root, like one of the root causes for my gastroparesis, which was low stomach acid. Low stomach acid can cause low motility, slow motility in your stomach, and I had low stomach acid, and so since I've remedied that, I've been able to eat fairly normal. I still have foods that I react to for other reasons, and so I still have those issues. But as far as like having, you know, kind of being able to eat normally, or you know, not pureed or not baby food, and not a feeding tube and things like that, I've been able to do that a lot, and a lot better since I've been supplementing with HCl. So my last video I talked about, because of that, I was able to kind of incorporate meat back in my diet, and that is no longer the case, and it will probably never be the case for me. I react to meat quite severely, and in fact, not long after I made that video, I ate some organic lamb, and I had just a horrible reaction, and so it was not good, and it was not fun, and so we're not going to do that anymore. So we just took meat out, and I don't do well with dairy, and sometimes I was doing okay with my pastured eggs, and sometimes not. So we just made a decision to just cut out all animal products and eat plant-based, which I was kind of doing in the past prior to my July blood work. And my July blood work, if you remember, was like the best it had been in almost 2 years, and so I just decided to just stay plant-based and just keep on that path. So I kind of needed to do redo the update, because it's not really relevant because I'm not eating animal products. So yeah, so I'm just kind of trying to get into the groove of plant-based eating, to where I don't eat the same things all the time. I like to change things up, especially for my particular body. If I eat the same things over and over, I will sometimes develop sensitivities to those foods because my body is weird, and yeah. So as far as the kind of what I'm doing overall, like where I'm at today, as of today, I am taking a multivitamin. I do an iron like 3 times a week, and some omegas. What else? Magnesium, digestive enzymes, and then the HCl tablet. I think that's pretty much it. I was able to cut way back on my supplements. There for a while I was taking a ton of things, just to kind of get myself just better, and now I'm kind of starting to stabilize a little bit. I've been able to cut some of that out, so I'm very thankful for that, because then I've been able to replace it with whole foods. Yeah, I saw my cardiologist, one of my cardiologists, my local one, the other day, and you know, I have this heart monitor implanted, and it's healed up fairly nicely, but it hasn't had to show anything since they put it in, basically. I think there was probably, maybe a week or so where I was having a lot of issues with like palpitations and stuff like that, but they were just kind of like the benign, you know, the ones that don't really cause a lot of problems, and so those palpitations have decreased significantly. Oh, and I do take hawthorn berry to kind of help with heart stuff. But So they've reduced so significantly that I barely even have any palpitations anymore, especially when I'm on plant-based diet. When I had incorporated meat back into my diet, I started having a lot more heart palpitations and all those things, and so that's lessened again. But my heart function was on the low end, and he was concerned, and he's trying to figure out why it was like that, and he was going to send me to another city to have a cardiac MRI done to check the heart function in more detail. But now he, because of my symptoms, he believes my heart function is bumped up, and that he doesn't need to look into any further, and he wanted to know why my heart function was better, how it's improved, and how my symptoms have improved. So I told him a plant-based diet, and he was impressed with that and said to keep doing what I'm doing. So that's what I'm gonna do. In the past, I felt like I had to always try to put food back in my diet, and so that's what happened with the meat and the dairy and the eggs and everything. I thought, well, I would react to them for other reasons, but I kept wanting to try, like, oh, okay, well, in a few days I'll try it again or whatever. And I kept doing that, and I kept reacting, and I'm finally just at peace right now with being a plant-based eater for the rest of my life. And I believe it's, healthy, and I am very diligent about making sure I'm getting a variety of food, and not being a junk food vegan. So I don't really label myself as vegan. I don't really label myself really anyway, but so I don't label myself as vegan because vegan, you can eat all kinds of crazy stuff that's vegan that's not good for you. So the way I eat 90% of the time is a whole food plant-based diet. So yeah, there are some I'll eat some organic, multi-grain, gluten-free tortilla chips sometimes. So obviously that's not necessarily a whole food, but so those are kind of like my exceptions. But I don't really eat out anymore. I usually take my food with me because right now I'm just nourishing my body, giving it what it needs. And I went out, I don't know, probably almost a couple weeks ago, and I had a vegan pizza with no cheese. It was just like the pizza crust was vegan, and I had a little bit of sauce and just olives and tomatoes, and something in there triggered a migraine, which for me, my migraines are usually food triggered, and so it's just not worth it to me. I'm at that age or at that point in my life after suffering and being through so much in the last 2 years that it's just not worth it to me. I don't care if I have to take my food to places or take dressing and have just fruits and salads and kind of eat before I go places. I'm good with that. I don't really care anymore. It's just I just want to feel better. I want to continue to get better, and in saying all that, my cardiologist did clear me for physical activity, exercise. So I am looking forward to getting stronger. We all know, all my doctors know, everybody knows I've lost significant muscle and some muscle function and stamina. I'm like completely out of shape. That 2 years of what I went through will do that. So I'm slowly building myself up. I'm trying to be patient because I'm the type of person that I just want to get better, and I want to do it right now, and I want to be physically fit, and I want to be fit right now, and that is completely not going to happen with me because I also still have a neuromuscular disease and all of that stuff, which thankfully that is very stable, and so I'm able to work around all that. But so I'm just trying to take things slow, and so I don't burn myself out and things like that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I just wanted to kind of chuck that last video because it's really irrelevant, and just kind of update you and kind of let you know where I'm at. I'm horrible about making videos around the homestead. I've been really busy, and there's just a lot to do. And I don't really pick up the camera and film stuff. I'm not really talented that way and creative that way. I just, as much as I'd like to be like that, it's really difficult for me. It's just not my, it's just not what I'm good at. So yeah. So that being said, you may have random videos every once in a while. Then, you know, when something seems worthy of filming, I guess, I'll do that. But I appreciate all of you guys who have stuck around this long and this far in my journey, and I just hope that this encourages you that, you know, I was on death's door and I am actually thriving now. No feeding tube, able to eat raw foods, you know, able to eat food that I shouldn't be able to eat because of gastroparesis or whatever. I can do all that, and I'm incredibly grateful to the Most High, to God for that, because I give him all the credit and all the glory, because he is what has sustained me on my sick bed. And now I am able to just live my life, and it's wonderful. So I just want to thank you guys for all the prayers that you had given me in the past, and I just really appreciate it. So until next time, I will see you then. Shalom.